So, it looks like you guys like the Summoner's Greed content, huh? Yeah, just to guess, you know. So yeah, I made a tier list, because, well, first of all, it gets a lot of views, and second of all, because I thought this one was pretty fun, and it is on annoying enemies. So I just want to point out, this is my opinion, and also I haven't fought a lot of enemies in a while. You can correct me in the comments. And yeah, so let's begin. So at the bottom we have the Infernal Drink. By the way, these aren't really in order. So I'm not saying like the Infernal Drake is more annoying than the Master Summoner. So just pointing that out. But yeah, the Infernal Drake is, I'm just checking my iPad here so I can see the description of the monsters or enemies. And basically, I mean, it's just like a standard enemy. There's nothing really annoying about it. I think it like breaks rocks, but it's pretty easy to deal with. Like, you literally just have to have 2 brain cells and you can kill it. I mean, this thing is never really a threat. It looks really cool, but he's not really annoying in my opinion. All right, so next we have the Rock Golem, and the Rock Golem is, I mean, he's just like another enemy again. I don't really know why he's considered a hero enemy, just because it's like, you know, he's pretty big, but it doesn't really seem like a hero. It just seems kind of like a step up from a normal soldier, but they consider him a hero enemy. These guys are pretty easy to take out, because, I mean, if you can't take them out, then, you know, you can't beat the evil summoner anyway, so it's like as soon as you can defeat the enemies, you can defeat this guy, and yeah. Okay, moving on, we have the, hold on, it's the Dark Mage. So the Dark Mage's gimmick is that he slows down your monster's attack speed, I think. And the only thing that's somewhat annoying about that is that it's, you know, it's like you can't really permastall, but I mean, I've just never really found this annoying. I've never seen it actually affect my defense, and slowing down the attack speed isn't that big of a deal, because I mean, it doesn't even last that long, and it's not enough to really affect anything, so it's pretty much useless except for permastalling. That might mess that up, but that's why the Dark Mage is pretty low. And moving on, we have Master Summoner, and this guy's, I mean, he's basically a joke. Like, hold on, I'm reading the description. Oh yeah, so he just does lazy spell casting, which means freezing, or I think you'll remove some rocks, but honestly, the Master's Challenge isn't even like that hard, so I mean. Next we have the Shadow Shaman, and this guy, he makes new minions, and it's like, okay, and it happens every few seconds, so it's like, what's the point? I mean, it's he's basically a joke. I mean, there's really nothing annoying about him, really. You know, sometimes maybe if you're on a bad day, it could get on your nerves or something, but this guy has never been annoying, at least not in my opinion, so that's why he's barely annoying. Alright, so moving on to somewhat annoying, and these are the characters that will get on your nerves sometimes if you're just not doing that well. So first off, we have the Orc Shaman, and the Orc Shaman basically makes these totems. I've never really seen them be useful, and yeah, so I mean, not much to say about that. The Knight, on the other hand, is kind of annoying, but like, you know, not really. I mean, because this guy is really only giving a threat to you when you're first starting out the game. All he does is increase the armor, which is like, who cares? I mean, it's a little bit annoying, but I mean, you know, it's only somewhat annoying. You're not really gonna you're not gonna like throw your phone across the room when this guy appears, so that's why it's somewhat annoying. Alright, so next we have both the Ice and Electric Drake variants. I don't know what their names are, I'm not gonna check because it's not worth the effort. But basically, the reason why these guys are higher than the Drake, just the Fire Drake, is because they stun your monsters, which, you know, sometimes it's a little annoying, but they don't have much health, and they should be a breeze to take out, so that's why they're only somewhat annoying. Alright, so next off we have annoying, and these are characters that, you know, they might make you a little bit annoyed. You see them, and you're like, why? or just like, roar, I don't know. So first off, we have the Mystical Giant in his final form. And the reason why this guy's annoying is because when you first see him, you start to think that maybe you're not doing enough damage. And so that kind of annoys you because you think maybe the game's glitched or something. But it's not a glitch, you know, he's just meant to be invincible. So, also, like, you know, he breaks rocks and he can lower your high score if you're not careful. So that's why he's an annoying. Next, though, we have the Dark Knight, and which is a funny reference to the Dark Knight, in case you didn't realize. And this guy increases the speed of enemies, and I would normally find this annoying if, you know, he didn't command all, like, the tiny, like, wimpy troopers who can be taken out pretty easily. So, I mean, he's not really much of a threat, but he's pretty annoying, just not, like, super annoying. And then next we have the Mage, and the Mage is up there just because he freezes enemies, and, like, the freezes will be, like, that specific enemy, or that specific monster you really needed. Like, if it's Pony Sparks or Felina or something, boom, they're gone, and it's like, you're kind of screwed. It's kind of similar to the Ice Drake. Honestly, Ice Drake could be an annoying. I don't know, I don't find the Ice Drake a threat, so that's why it's below the Mage. But yeah, so that's why the Mage is annoying. Alright, so next up we have the King, and this guy's like the final boss. Spoilers, in the King, well, just the King normal and hard. And this guy, when you first see him, you know, you have to play around him, so you have to build up your defenses a lot higher. But overall, he's not like that annoying. He is pretty easy to take down if you level your monsters enough, and you know, the whole speed and defense doesn't really do it enough for me. It's really just the speed that's annoying. The defense doesn't really matter. And yeah, that's why he's an annoying. Now moving on to really annoying, and these are the guys that, you know, they really want to make you delete the game sometimes. And so starting off, we have the Evil Summoner, and the reason why she's so high up here is because the Evil Summoner makes it so that she just removes monsters from the battlefield. So if you don't have that many, you're kind of screwed. And also, I mean, it's like, you know, you have to use auto instead of just having this perfect defense, because when she removes them, you have to fill in new monsters, and auto doesn't work half the time, and some people make all these strategies, and they say you have to spend millions of coins and stuff, and really, it's just like the whole problems she creates is super annoying, and you have to play around it, so that's why she's so high up there. Alright, so next we have Ragefist Chieftain, and I remember this guy got on my nerves, just because it's like, I'd be so close to winning, and then just boom, it'd all go straight past my defense at like 1,000,000 miles per hour. Hold on, I clicked off. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, they'd go really fast, and I'd end up losing, which sucked. And that's kind of similar to the Wolf Rider. Wolf Rider does the same thing basically, except it's only the speed of enemies. And so both these guys, they're pretty annoying. Alright, now we are moving on to the last row. This is Commit Self-Delete, and it is named that for a reason. I do not like these characters. Alright, so let's start with Ice Queen. Alright, Ice Queen has been a pain since she first came out. I mean, the amount of times, I mean, she didn't really do that much, to be fair. She just kind of stands there, but the Ice Queen's Tempest really annoys me. So that's why she's so high up there, and it also annoys me that, like, I never get to see her actual icon just because, you know, I can't get that far anymore, so I can't even see, I can't even unlock her in my enemy collection if I wanted to. So now there's just this big empty slot, and just grinds my gears, you know. So next we have what I would assume most people's #1 pick would be, and that's the Ragefist Shaman. Even like now, this guy annoys me. Even after I beat all the game modes, this guy is just like, he gets on my nerves. He gets like on a personal level with you, because he makes it so that you do 0 damage. So that Felina, that level 500 Felina, boom, 0 damage. Which really sucks, because you could be so close to beating this enemy, and then boom, they're all immune, and it's over. This guy is like super overpowered on what he does, in my opinion. He could use a nerf, because this guy is way too good at what he does. It's just, oh, he's so annoying, and especially in the nightmare game modes. Anyway, next we have the Shadow Champion, and this guy is, I think it's pretty obvious why he's up there. He like breaks your rocks, and he, you know, stuns all your guys, and he like moves at a pretty fast rate. This guy moves pretty fast, and he's just gonna be a pain to deal with. Even if you kill him, you're just gonna miss, like, you're gonna be missing like 3 rocks, and have a wide open defense. And this guy you have to play around, and I don't like this guy. Alright, so now we have, where is it? The Archmage, and what they do is they heal all the enemies. Now, this isn't that annoying in like the normal and hard game modes, but when you're on the nightmare game modes and health matters a lot, this guy can make this game mode impossible to beat, just because you're doing a lot of damage, but then he just heals all the enemies, and it's like, now you can't win. And unfortunately, this guy, you know, he can be pretty annoying. So on other game modes, not that annoying. Nightmare game modes, very annoying, super annoying in fact. Okay, so next we have Rage Fist Berserker, and the Rage Fist, he basically stuns enemies like when he hits the rocks. So, you know, he's going to be breaking through those rocks, and unfortunately it means like you're not going to be able to attack. Your monsters aren't going to be able to attack, which is a big deal, seeing as like perma-stalling and that kind of stuff is not going to work against these guys if they're just stunned. And also, when they come in giant groups, you're basically done. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe consider hitting that like button if you want to see more tier list videos in the future, or, you know, maybe just really enjoyed this video. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.